Did she or didn't she? Did Beyonce fake it at the inauguration? Conflicting reports still this morning. Let's give it one more listen.
And the rock is red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof the night that our flag was still there.
And then the Marine Corps band sort of stirred up the controversy by saying yesterday she, quote, did not actually sing, but then released this statement, quote, regarding Ms. Knowles Carter's vocal performance, no one in the Marine band is in a position to assess whether it was live or pre-recorded. We're still waiting for comment from Beyonce. We did hear from reps for Kelly Clarkson and James Taylor, who also performed. They both confirmed those two artists did sing live. Let's bring in John Murray. He's the editor-in-chief of the entertainment site alwaysalist.com. Did she sing? Do you think she was singing?
Christine, I'm more surprised that Kelly Clarkson and James Taylor actually sang live. It's an epic, historic event, and artists who tend to err on the side of being perfect and err on the side of caution in situations like this, you know, they want to give the best showing. These are going to be in the history books. People will be playing these tapes for years and years to come, so you want to give your best. So most artists do pre-record vocals, and Beyonce released photographs the night before of her pre-recording the vocals with the band, but most of them do just in case you wake up with laryngitis, just in case the elements prevent you from being at your best. Right. And so I'm not surprised that she did lip sync if she confirms that she has.
Well, here's the thing, if she confirms that she has, we don't really know here. And the Marine band offering some conflicting accounts. I mean, earlier they say she lip synced, later they released a second statement. Here's more what they said. There was no opportunity for Ms. Knowles Carter to rehearse with the Marine band before the inauguration, so it was determined that a live performance by the band was ill-advised for such a high-profile event. Each piece of music scheduled for performance in the inauguration is pre-recorded for use in case of freezing temperatures, equipment failure, et cetera, et cetera. You say it's pretty standard for this, but then she pulled out her earpiece, which suggests some sort of feedback. So there's some who are saying, well, was she singing to her own voice and a pre-recorded band piece? We just don't know.
Whether she was singing live on top of the pre-recorded vocal track or not, the earpiece could have been sound that she was getting. It could have been turned up too loud. It just could have made her uncomfortable while she was performing, and she didn't think that her lips would sync up with her own music if possible. But she's in great company. Whitney Houston, Diana Ross, Neil Diamond, Barry Manilow, they've all lip-synced the national anthem at major events. And you know what? I respect them all for doing so, because we know they all can deliver live.
Yeah, I mean, this is her voice. This is someone who clearly has, I mean, her pipes are excellent. Anyone who's seen her live knows this woman can sing, dance, run. She can do the whole thing, which I think is why some people are saying it was just one song in front of the president. It wasn't 10 degrees out. You know, it was 30 degrees. Why not just sing it if the other musicians did?
A vocalist knows their instrument, and you know what you can and you cannot do. You know what nerves will do on the day of. But this is a singer who can sing live. We're not talking Britney Spears or Paula Abdul here. We're talking somebody who sings live for a living. Strip away the music, stand flat-foot and sing. We know Beyonce can also do that. And so I give her a pass on this day. And this is coming from a person who's been very critical of singers who lip-sync on talk shows and award shows, because there you should sing live.
You know what? If it weren't a mystery still, I think it'd be over. But since no one knows, you know what I mean? I mean, it's almost the conflicting reports make the story still live. John Murray, editor-in-chief, Always A-List. Nice to see you this morning. Thank you.
So did she or didn't she? Did Beyonce fake it at the inauguration? Conflicting reports still this morning. Give it another listen.
And the rock is red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof the night that our flag was still there.
The Marine Corps band stirred up the controversy by saying yesterday she did not actually sing, but then they released this statement saying, regarding Miss Knowles Carter's vocal performance, no one in the Marine band is in a position to assess whether it was live or pre-recorded. We're still waiting for comment from Beyonce. We did hear from reps for Kelly Clarkson and James Taylor, who also performed. They confirmed they both sang live. So let's bring in John Murray. He's the editor-in-chief of the entertainment site alwaysalist.com. I got to tell you, John, I was down there on a platform just over Beyonce watching the whole thing. I couldn't tell whether she was singing or not. What do you think?
That's a sign of a professional, John. A good professional will never let you know when they're lip syncing. Here's the deal. Beyonce can sing live. We know that. We've been to her concerts. We've seen plenty of her live performances. For a historic event of this magnitude, if she chose to use the pre-recorded vocals, we give her a pass. Just like iconic singers like Whitney Houston and Barry Manilow and Neil Diamond have all done at the Super Bowl. There's certain events, because of the elements, the wind, the rain, the idea that, you know, your voice is an instrument. So if you wake up that morning, you have laryngitis, you want it to be perfect for events of this magnitude. So we give Beyonce a pass if she did lip sync, because she has not spoken.
A lot of people are doing a forensic analysis of the performance, and they see that she took her earpiece out at one point. Does that indicate anything one way or the other?
If you've ever seen Janet Jackson or Britney Spears in concert, they have earpieces too, and they lip sync the entire show. You still need to hear yourself. You still need to hear the music, because in order for your mouth to be in sync with what's pre-recorded, you got to make sure that the sound is still balanced out.
Now, if she did lip sync, and we don't know for sure, she would in no way be the first to do it in big performances. I have to admit, I saw Milli Vanilli once in concert. Ashley Simpson performed on Saturday Night Live, famously lip syncing poorly. But is there something different about doing it at an inauguration, at a big national event like this?
Well, here's the difference between Milli Vanilli and Beyonce. Milli Vanilli lip synced to someone else's voice. Beyonce sang to her own, and it makes all the difference in the world. And let's not forget, 4 years ago, the cellist, Yo-Yo Ma, he did a pre-recorded version of himself playing an actual instrument. So if the person who's actually playing an instrument can't do it live, then the one who needs to have an audible sound, she gets a pass.
Does Beyonce need to tell us the truth about what happened?
I don't think she owes us anything. Here's the thing. I know modern technology and all the gadgets and everything that we have going on makes everything so accessible. But we know better than anybody that Beyonce can keep a secret. And if she doesn't want us to know something, she's never going to answer it.
Oh, man, that's too bad. I'd like to hear what she has to say about it. John Murray, editor-in-chief of Always A-List, thanks very much. Nice to see you this morning.